Yeah, what's up, guys? Tony Joseph here again, and that's that for a share. Pipwise. So, I'll be walking you through what we stopped last week. That was, I think, last week, beginning of last week for September. So, I'll be walking you through what I'm expecting this week. So, stick with me. I'm going to walk you through. I know how I do it, breaking things down as easy as possible for you to be able to milk that very pair throughout the week. So I'll be doing 4 pairs, like you know. I'll be doing Bitcoin, gold, and I'll be taking 1 or 2 synthetic pair. If you don't know what synthetics is, they are computer generated pair, and you can actually check in the YouTube video. You'll see where I did a video on synthetics explaining it step by step. So let's hop into the chart. If you don't know who I am, actually the one who run the brand Pipwise, and meaning we trade the wise way, breaking things down and how you can actually milk the market very smart and simple, making learning as simple as possible. So stick with me and let's analyze together and see what I'm saying. So I'll be applying the strategy called printology. So if you're new to the word, it's actually a way where it's very simple, understanding the concept of the market and following the momentum in the market. It's just as simple as that. It's very, very simple and straightforward. And this is one of the easiest strategy and one of the most consistent strategy I've ever seen. So I don't know about you, but it's so simple and easy and very, very consistent. And the most amazing part is it works for any pair. It's a universal one, and that's why I'm going to crypto space, I'm going to meta, I'm going to currency, then I'm going to synthetic to show you the power of this strategy, why I am actually serving you a meal to eat for the week. Now, let's get into the chart, understanding what we are doing here. So let me analyze the chart here for you. So the first thing first I do always check, if you want to really get into this whole thing, is to know the momentum in the market. That's the first thing. And you don't need to start a lot of noise that you don't need to focus on. So the last breakout out of last time that we did this, that we had a video here, was this place. So definitely the next level that was formed, we have this one. So a breakout. After the breakout, the normal thing you should be expecting is another breaking out, a continuation of that trade. But it didn't happen. What happened? It rather broke the low that was formed, right? This low right here. It broke the low that was formed. And after the breakout of that low, what am I expecting? I'm expecting a buy for a continuation of this. So something like this. Like this. So as for me, I don't focus on before I get to focus on wide number of things like long-term stuff, right? Like maybe 4 hours on this thing. Yeah, it's very good. But I discover most people don't really have the fund to hold a 4-hour trade. Even apart from the fund, the patience to actually get to hold a long-term trade. A lot of people don't have that. And me myself, I'm not used to that at all, because I want to make the money and get out. The more you expose yourself to the market, the higher your chances to lose your money. That's the whole thing. And that doesn't apply depending on how you are trading. So if you are trading on 4 hours, just know that you'll be experiencing a lot of pullback, continuation pullback. So you need to know the kind of trader you are. As for me, that doesn't work for me. So, and if you see so well why I'm looking at this place, some people say that's where liquidity is, that's where volatility is, liquidity and liquidity. You'll be hearing the word liquidity. Make things easier for yourself, and that's what I would say, because liquidity is just money. Liquidity is money. So the financial aspect of this world is based on water concept, and that's why we have liquidity, current, current on the water and all these things. So you have bank, you have the river bank. So that one on the other side. So now, if you observe so well, you will see that the power of the buyers and the sellers are almost equal. So in this kind of trade, I might not really risk a lot of this thing. And even we have something like this, look at this movement and this one and this one, you can see that they are weak. The sellers are weak. So there's a chance that the buyers are still coming in. So this is what you need to observe and think. And if you really want to dive into this printology so well and understand the whole concept, because it's as simple as possible, I have a course for that. So, but with things that we have here on this YouTube, we can get a lot of concepts. You can get to understand a lot of things. But if you want to get that, you can just comment or send me a DM on my Telegram. I'm going to respond to you and walk you through. So let's get back to work. So then, this very one, we caught this movement last week, and I actually explained you should know when you are not seeing what you are expecting in the market and making a quick decision about it. So this is what I'm expecting. Yeah. Short from this place. Mind you, you don't just take a shot because you want to take a shot. You are expecting there. When you get there, you still need to do confirmation about what you're expecting. So I'm expecting something like this, go down, move like this, go down, move like this, like an accumulation towards that place. If there's no accumulation, then I'm expecting a consolidation around this entry before it starts moving down. If that doesn't happen, it means that the buyers and sellers are equal in strength. But if you can see the candles, you definitely know that no, they are not really equal in strength. So this is what I'm expecting this week for this, and it's as simple as that. So my TP1 will be here. TP1 will be here. TP1 and TP2. If you know me so well, you know that I'm not always making things like official. Just make it free so that people can relate to it. So TP1 will be there, TP2 will be there. So that's just simple as that. I'm done analyzing that pair. You'll be wondering, are you serious? Yeah, that is just the power of mythology. Now we move to gold. Let's check gold. Oh wow, I've done extra currency for you. So gold. Let's check gold. So I was saying go to 4K last week. I said go to 4K, but as for me, I didn't see any opportunity to get in at that moment. So go to 4K. So I'm still expecting gold on 4K. So look at this movement. We have this breakout, this retest. This is not much. It's not much. It's not really healthy. The buyers are still in the market. And if you're not seeing a proper structure, then something huge might happen in the opposite direction, actually. Something huge might happen. So it's just how it is. It's just how it is. And you need to be careful. So on the norm, it's meant to come here to fill in that order. There's nothing like all this. I don't know all the steps. To come here to really fill in things. You get. It's just the normal concept. You want to buy, you bought a car. Now you want to buy 5. And they're not really cutting. So let me say you bought a G-Wagon for, let me say 50 million. 50 million. Let me just say 50 million. So now you got a G-Wagon for 50 million. Let me just say $100,000 now. $100,000 now. You want to get 3 more, right? And you're telling them they should give you at the rate of 70,000 per one because you are getting 4, total of 4. And they say no, we can't do that. We can do 85. Obviously, with the 85, you are going to reduce the amount the numbers you are buying. You're probably going to get 2 because of the price. You're probably going to get 2 because of the price. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do with it? So it's the same thing like this. Look at it. The test is not really that solid. You get. So that is why most times when you see that there's no good retest, there's no good retest, is not as healthy as possible. So that's for good. As for me, I'm not taking any trade on gold, except you want to go on lower time frame and start taking a little bits. So you can definitely see opportunity on lower time frame. But on a higher time frame, on a higher view, like here, I would have taken a trade from this one. I'll have taken a trade here. I'll have taken this trade. There's high chances I will have taken this trade. And you'll be wondering, why will I take the trade? Okay, this is the last level here, and it got broken, right? So if I'm to expect this one, I'll be expecting something around this area. To happen. So there's high chances I will have taken that trade there. So look at it. There's high chances I will have taken that trade there. You see that I will have taken the trade right here. So measuring from here, this is the guy that caused the breakout. Measuring from here, right? Measuring from here right to the top. So this very guy couldn't break out. They came back, and this was the guy that caused the movement. I will have taken that very trade. So how will I know my TP since this thing? So normally what I don't do is to measure the last swing and compare it to this one. So I will have taken my profit around this level. And even if you get to see so well, you see that there's dancing around this place. I hope you are all getting this logic. It's just as simple as this thing. If you see this whole trading, this thing as ethics, there's high probability that you will stuck in it being ethic. So let's go into Bitcoin. Let's check Bitcoin. We are done with two. I've given you one. So look at what I'm saying. Thank God we're saying it here. Look at what I just said, what I just told you. That when you see a trade without a good retest, there's high probability that something will happen. Look at it. It's a double top. And a sign, not like it is a sell. It is a sell, a potential sell. It's just a sign. It's just a sign of it's just a sign of what? It's just a sign of something is coming. So let's go on higher time frame. Let's see. So whatever you see on Euro USD, you already know that you're expecting a sell. Yeah. So a buy, if you are taking a buy, just know that it's for a short period of time. If you're taking a sell, you should know that it's a long period of time. So yeah, it's just how it is. See this trade. If you remember this trade so well, I called this trade, this movement to the top and this movement downward, and it is playing exactly how it is expected. It's the same printology, nothing changed. It's the same thing I'm teaching you. So I think if you don't know the strategy called printology, you're missing out. You're missing out a lot. You're missing out a lot. So what am I expecting here? What am I expecting here? What am I expecting here? So this is what I'm expecting right here. This is what I was expecting right here. A short right here. This was my trade. Short right here. That was my trade. That was my trade. Expecting it to come here, but it didn't come here. So what am I expecting here now? There's a breakout of this thing. I'm expecting Bitcoin to still rally up to this place. A lot of people would jump in and think, yeah, Bitcoin has started the bull run, blah, 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 blah. So what will happen is what I'm expecting. It's an expectation, right? So this is what I'm expecting to come here, rally up to like 116, dump down. That's what me I am expecting. And let's see how let's see how the whole chart get to play out, right? So this is what I'm expecting of that. And it might even rally up back to this place to form a double top before moving, like finally. Who knows? Who knows? And that is why confirmation is very, very key. But if you get to see it on a larger time frame, you see that all these things, all this movement right here, they are what? Corrective movements. They are corrective movements, right? They are all corrective movements. So I'm expecting it to rally up to the side, then drop down, and we'll see how it moves. So that's just how it is. And how Pentology makes things simple. All the other lines, there are times I was taking trade, I was taking a class, so you should know that. See, just like this, look at how we took this one, but when we got here, what happened? It went up and trade. The reason why that one failed was because the momentum was equal. The momentum of the sellers is actually equal to that of the buyers, but at the end of the day, it actually went up. So this kind of trade, I won't take it. I would have waited to get a confirmation like this candle. On getting a confirmation and getting this, that I have this a breakout, wait for the retest, then continue the trade. So that's just the whole thing. You need to filter out high probability trade. So now let's get into synthetic. High probability trade alone. Synthetics, I'll be checking few there. I'll be moving with that. V75, boom, 500, and I think I'm going to be doing V25. So what am I expecting here? Is a huge sell. A huge sell. So I need to erase everything that we have here. I will use eraser to erase you. So the last breakout that we had was this, and the last major movement that we had was this. It just, Pentology is just momentum focus, that's all. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting it to come right here and dump down. So this is my expectation. This is my expectation. This right here. Yeah. So this is my expectation for this. I'm looking forward to that. So this is the guy who started the whole movement. Definitely, it will come back to come and feel that. So what am I expecting now on a lower time frame? I'm expecting to come down to this level. Come down to this level. Come down to this level and move up right here. So that is what I am expecting. So I'm expecting a sell, then a final movement to the top. So that's just how this is. Then I hope you all got something from this. For boom, that's for boom 500. Let's check volatility 25. Volatility 25. I need to save this. So if you don't know about synthetics, check the link below. You can get to register for this. The market is always open 247. 247. I mean 247. Every single now and then, the market is always open. And that is to say, anytime you come, there's always opportunity. Like most of the time, there's always volatility in the market. So that is creating opportunity in the market most of the time. So if you can master this, you milk it so well. And though they can alter it, but if you master it so well, you milk it most of the time. So this is a double top. This is a consolidation right here to just a sign of a change in momentum. So what am I expecting on this pair? I'm not seeing any immediate opportunity right here, but this, like this, then movement to the top. So it's now left for you to know where the correction is going to stop. So correction happening, this is an impulse correction, then we are expecting the next impulse. So it does that's all about ontology. Impulse, correction, impulse. That does it. So now look at this. If you remember, I didn't save it. If you remember, I said I'm expecting to go up, then finally rally down, but it didn't do that. So it stopped here and started rallying down. So as for me, I'm not seeing any opportunity right here because I'm not seeing any structure. So it's just still flowing down. So let's see what we have later on. So this is it. Want to break this last level very well. So I'm not seeing any opportunity, major opportunity here. Except if you want to be using the simple 2.0, where you are leveraging on the breakout and then continuing with the trade. So that's it about that. I hope you guys got something. And if you got something, let me know in the comment section. If there's any pair you want me to check, let me know in the comment section. And if there's something you need to learn about methodology, there's a course for it. So you can do that. But if you got value from here, I want you to click a thumbs up in the video and also give me a comment or a subscribe button. Click on the subscribe button. I'll be doing a review of this analysis on Wednesday. Then I'll post it on this channel also, and we'll get to see how things go. Yep. Peace out. Tunde Joseph. So Euro USD and Bitcoin, those are the ones that I have opportunity on. Then boom, 500.